Alright, how's it going everybody? It's Paulie. So today I have a sketchbook here. So the goal of this video is to at least to get more and more people into live sketching, especially at jazz sessions. So just as a little background, I got this sketchbook here. It's filled with other sketches and stuff. But I wanted to flip to where my wife and I took my sketchbook to this live jazz performance going on at our local library. We went to it day after Valentine's Day, I think, to celebrate Valentine's Day. And it was amazing. It was free. A lot of people showed up. We were all just listening to some really amazing music, some really amazing musicians. And yeah, it was right after church. It was cool. It was really fun. The musicians were a part of this group called the Colored Musicians Club, and they were phenomenal. These guys were just rocking out, just playing, well, jazzing out rather. And they were doing their thing. They were amazing. They played a whole suite of selected songs. They had a bassist, a drummer, a pianist, and or a keyboardist. I'm not too sure the right terminology, but you know, just amazing music. It's super fun to listen to jazz too, without a vocalist. Not to say that, you know, jazz with a singer or a rapper or anything like that isn't fun to listen to as well, but just listening to the instrumentation and how the musicians just play their music, it's just otherworldly. It's super fun. Yeah, so this video is essentially a pitch to get out and do some live sketching, especially if you can find yourself like a group of musicians just playing out, you know. I definitely recommend it because you get to, you know, catch these funny expressions or some amazing hand gestures, especially from the bassist. The bassist like would both do funny expressions and like just amazing like hand poses, like how he's just have to like stretch his fingers across like the bass. And like yeah, you just get these characters that emerge, you know, like allowing the musicians to just show like their expressions and just having fun. Like it's super fun to just witness as a passerby and just an appreciator of music, but also like as an artist, like this is super fun to observe and like figure out while on the page as well. And I'm trying to incorporate gesture. Obviously I can't I can, but it'd make for just one or two drawings if I were to just stay there and try and be as technical as possible. I wanted to sketch as much as I could, like find and capture as many expressions and gestures as I could. This one was super fun. Like sometimes the pianist would just reel back from like the keyboard that he was playing on and just like, yeah, just had these very fun gestures. And I tried to record that, right? And obviously you got to push outside of representational or just, you know, realism. Get you know, some semi-realistic ideas going on, some abstraction. Trying to, yeah, abstract a lot of the gestures into just basic shapes and whatnot. But yeah, just it's super fun to capture. Once again, yeah, all of these guys were amazing. I wish, yeah, there's Joel, Nicholas, Triple J, I want to say was I think John Evans was the drummer, Joel Nicholas was the pianist, and then James Bender was the bassist. All great musicians. Definitely check out their work. And then I wanted to do like a final little like composition with all three of them just doing their thing. As for the tool I was using, I want to say I was using this Pigma Micron marker. It's really good for trying to get all those different marks that you need. Aside from like maybe like a real flat, fat graphic shape that maybe like a bigger brush could get you. And yeah, it can't provide that. But, you know, it did the job. You know, did what I wanted it to do. And then I want to say, yeah, this is the last page. James Bender was making these like super fun expressions. Like he was just getting into it, like, you know, digging into the bass, trying to pull out the music. It was fun. It was super cool. But yeah, this is my pitch to you to go out and do some live sketching. It's really fun. Yeah, if you can catch like a local group of musicians and just either, we went to a library. I'm not much of a drinker, but I'm sure there's a bunch of bars out there that have, or even restaurants who do live music. So yeah, bring yourself a little sketchbook. This is only like, yeah, 8x10. There's an 8x10 sketchbook, little pen or marker, and sketch away, man. Like it's super fun. Yeah, I'm just looking back at the sketches. I like a lot of these gestures. And a lot of these can become paintings as well. I have a few ideas for jazz-related things and a series of paintings that I'd like to do in the future, that I'm gonna do in the future. But yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. Almost like a little mini sketchbook tour. Not really, but just sharing a few pages out of the sketchbook of this really cool event that my wife and I went to. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, before I go, here's the verse of the day. Here's the verse of the day. I'm also recording this a few months after the fact, so that's why. Hence the opening, right? We were actually there, and I was actually drawing these guys. But that does raise up a good point. If you don't have access to a local live performance or anything like that, you could always just get on YouTube and look up jazz performances and go like that. Now, obviously, I feel like it's a far inferior experience than just being there in person. But, you know, in the meantime, if you want to do this right now, you can do that right now on YouTube. But yeah, my wife and I were actually there in the event. Unfortunately, we didn't get any footage or anything like that because recording out in public is scary. But yeah, just wanted to preface that. Make sure to check out another video if you're interested. But until then, God bless. Lord willing, I'll see you in the next one.